Hello, Ms. Wilprack. I just wanted to thank you for your really well done presentation. You presented very well. I appreciated the clarity of your research proposal points, and I thought that it was a very sound proposal. I just wanted to add to your research with an article that I found called or entitled Communication of Military Couples During Deployment Predicting Generalized Anxiety Upon Reunion from the Journal of Family Psychology. The reference is included in my post. But I just thought, also another way of looking at this is from the way the couples handle it. Whether it's one spouse is deployed and the other spouse is working out of the home or at the home, and also considering, if there's a combat deployment and how that could affect the family. But this study found that there was a dyadic growth curve modeling results that indicated that people's anxiety declined across the transition. To go into more detail with this, for at-home partners, constructive communication during deployment predicted a steeper decline in anxiety over time. For both returning service members and at-home partners, destructive communication during deployment predicted more anxiety upon reunion, but a steeper decline in anxiety over time. These findings advance the emotional cycle of deployment model, highlight the importance of the valence of communication during deployment, and illuminate how the effects of communication during deployment can endure after military couples are reunited. So I just thought this was a good study to look into to see how the couples handle the deployment, how well that goes, because probably that's going to set the environment for the children too. And then I did think that the instrument you chose, the scared instrument, was a good instrument. Also was wondering if there might be a way to measure any, if it exists, secondary, PTSD that the deployed parent might be have brought home from the PTSD the child might be experiencing, the secondary effects of that. I don't know if there's any way to measure that too, but I thought that might be something to consider. Also, I know you could only go into so much depth with this proposal, but I was wondering what the play therapy in the form of role modeling would look like. I'm just curious myself, being that I work with children. Some of the families, there's a military piece to working with the family. The father might serve, or the father is a veteran. Also, I think it is something to consider the fact that there's not more research on the effects of the mom also serving, and how is the child going to handle this? Is there another support system like the grandparents, where the child, whom the child is staying with, or is the child, living with the parents while the parents are deployed? I don't know how this would work exactly. I guess if both parents are deployed, there would have to be a support system like the grandparents. That's something else to consider. And then I found another focus on the family article called The Purpose of the Family, and this is my Christian integration. It says 2 essential elements of family, marriage and parenthood, reveal God's character like nothing else in creation. And this was from The Purpose of the Family article. It says the love between a husband and wife provides a glimpse of Christ's passionate devotion to us as his bride. In the same way, the ups and downs of parenthood offer a compelling picture of God's tenderness, and patience toward us as his children. And family does more than reflect God's character. It provides a safe place where children can experience God's love through their parents and learn how to love other people. Proverbs mention is 1:8. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Thank you so much for your service and for your insights.